My name is Sig Hansen. I run the fishing vessel Northwestern, and we're basically a crab fishing vessel out of Alaska. Nowadays we run a 5-man crew and 1 captain for 6 total. As a fisherman, and especially for my crew, is a pretty simple job. You're there to work, and your priorities are basically you work, you sleep if you can, when you can, and then you eat when you can and if you can. Pretty much in that order. When the guys do get a little time off, say for example we're traveling or we're going to unload our crab, a lot of times that's when it's their time, and that's when these guys can really utilize the system, and they'll get on the internet, they'll check their emails, and they'll have those communications. Now that we have these capabilities, you get good news and you get bad news. We've had some of the crew members that have had children born, and they can get the news or pictures or videos of the kids and birthdays and things of that nature. So that's great to be able to do that where we could never do that before.
I don't want to call home every day, but it's nice to call home every 3 days just to keep in contact. And most of us have kids, and just see how the kids and the wife do and make sure there's no emergency.
And then of course there's bad news, which that's part of the deal. You have that communication now. Before, usually you would get your bad news when you got back into town and you made the phone call from the beach.
The last 2 years I've had a lot of family problems, deaths in the family, and I need access to a phone at any given time, and I'm on deck, so I'm not around radios. But since we had FleetBroadband aboard, we have a phone downstairs and about 3 phones up in the wheelhouse, and it makes it real easy to call my mom or call my sisters, and that's been really a big help.
Fishing for king crab in Alaska, it is the #1 most dangerous occupation in the world, and injuries and accidents happen. Over the years we've seen a lot of close calls, and knife injuries are common as well. And when they do happen, it's nice that I've got Inmarsat as a guaranteed channel. I can speak directly to a doctor online. I can actually use Skype. He can actually see the wound. A lot of times with certain injuries, if you do get the Coast Guard involved, more likely than not they're going to tell you, bring the patient in. If you can actually repair your patient at sea, and the doctor on the other end of a video conference can actually see the wound and determine he's going to be okay, you can keep fishing. You can save that time. I'd say it's the kind of technology that's changed us to where everybody likes to be informed, but in the past you were in the dark. You didn't get it right away, and now you do, and I believe that's a good thing.